Hello again, Candylab car fans. Candylab, if you're totally uninitiated, is a brand made coming out of Brooklyn, New York, and they're designer wooden car toys. These little ones have solid beechwood bodies, but then they have a die-cast base, kind of like Hot Wheels, actually. So it's interesting that I can learn by purchasing a toy about something that actually exists in real life. This I had no idea. This is the new U.S. Postal Service van. It's really funky looking because it's a step through van, but the front end is so low, and I guess maybe half of them are electric. So I'm pretty positive that's what Candylab is going for here as far as inspiration goes. Anywho, it's for 3-year-old children and up. Unfortunately, it doesn't really tell you what it's supposed to be other than U479, which is some crazy coding. And unfortunately, I can already tell this box probably scratched off a lot of the paint on the inside. I find that, the shipping vibration causes the paper to act like sandpaper because it is abrasive. See, look, all that black paint there. Yeah, look at all that paint that rubbed off on the inside of the box that should have been on the model. So that's unfortunate. Little spacer. Alright, well, look at that. That definitely looks proportionally like this. Oh my goodness. See, all that black paint is totally missing because of the box. These guys just all they need to do is maybe have coated paper on the inside, meaning a plastic liner, or just buy a cheap plastic bag. Put this in a plastic bag and then put it in the box. And I think a lot of the problems could be avoided. Boy, that's really unsightly. That's just, when you look at that, do you even think that's new? Is that passable as a new product? So that's something to be mindful about this brand. They might be designed proper by designers, but these guys don't know anything about basic shipping. I mean, if anyone's bought a collectible toy, they know there's supposed to be no raw paper on the painted finish. Or they could clear coat these things, but that would add cost if you added a thick clear coat to all this stuff. Well, that's just so atrocious to look at. I'm going to whip out a magic marker just to cover that up because the whole bumper's black anyways. Actually, this edge is missing some paint as well. Yeah, more paint missing there. So, yeah, it seems like the majority of every one of these Candylab things I have, the greater percentage has defects than perfection. I do have a few that are perfect, but just the packaging, it makes it perfect products. See here? All the white paint scratched off. Unfortunately, I don't have a white magic marker. So that's just kind of sad. Alright, well, anyways, here's the die-cast base with some branding, and there's a wood screw joining that to the top. And then it's got these 1mm axles with the tire wheel thing in plastic. And so being plastic tires, it rolls very smoothly because it's also very heavy. It's solid beechwood. So if you like rolling toys, that's what these things are all about. It's nice that it has a separate piece of wood for the cabin. It's painted sky blue. But yeah, fitment's going to be an issue. It's not perfect. It's not injection molded plastic. So the printing was nice before. These stripes are really nice. This thing is really nice. That black used to be nice. This is really nicely done, right? Alright, maybe that's not aligned perfectly, but the little taillights are nice, and the blue and red striping, and that whole seam for the roll-up door. Yeah, this side was printed nice before as well. And then you have US 001 there, which is cool. You do have a few nicks from the cutting process there. And yeah, unfortunately, just a bunch of white paint missing. So, yeah, it's too bad. Too bad. Still, pretty funky looking van. Never would have known that was a real thing. I thought it was a total fantasy design. Okay, so now I did look up classic race car transporter and I couldn't find anything like this. I'm pretty sure there probably is a transporter that looks like this. I even looked up Jane's car transporter, but I couldn't find anything. So we can have a magnetically towed vehicle on the back of this thing. And this is part number T647. Okay. And so again, being a abrasive wooden paper box, there's probably going to be a bunch of paint on this box. Oh yeah, look at that, see? All that blue and red. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just lame. Just plastic bags. Plastic bags. Yeah, all that black paint there as well. That's, yep, you can see it all scratched up, right? Yeah, that's not good. I mean, it's just strange that in the year 2025 there would be a company, American company, making such basic mistakes as if this was like toys are a brand new industry. Anyone that's bought something knows that it's just so weird. It's just weird to me. Oh boy, look at this. This is really bad. The wood is cracked. So it's unexpected. I don't know if this was two pieces of wood glued before, but clearly you can see the seam right here. There's a seam break right there and here. I don't know why they wouldn't just have this as one piece of wood and cut it away, but I guess it's because they want to save on wood that they glued this top part to that part. But clearly they didn't glue it enough because it's literally broken. Wow, that's... I'm trying to just break it off now. So that's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad quality. Okay, the cabin here is overhanging on the back as well. The front's not too bad. I do like the headlights, how they're drilled out and they have white stickers in them. And then we have this reversed Candylab base, so the rear is becoming like a little bit of a bumper or a skid plate. That's interesting. Yeah, the Jane's was printed nicely, and then this was printed nicely, but of course, you know, it's all scratched up. There's a paint chip missing right there. This is a really cool transparent red light up here, and then a nicely printed tail light bar, and it's cool that it has the little reflector and some sort of rubber strip maybe indicated there. It's got these domed wheels with Candycar Industries. Okay, so yeah, that rolls pretty well. Just a real bummer the thing's cracked and yeah, that's just horrible. It's like it went through an earthquake or something. Alright, well, let's see. I gotta get a race car. So here's the Blue Racer number 8. And oh yeah, it is magnetized. It's not a super strong magnet, but yeah, it does. See, it's not rolling back and forth. Yeah, and the weight will eventually overcome it, but I think for just, yeah, transporting it, it does work. Let me find one with some better rollability. Sorry. So this one has the standard plastic wheels. Let's see. Oh, you see what happened there? If I put it on the back, the magnet's pulling it to the center. Yeah, sorry, I lost focus. So it's going for the bolt that's magnetic. This is not being die cast. So somewhere around here, hard to know where, but there's a magnet somewhere embedded. That I will give him credit for. There is no indication of a magnet embedded in this. What I have a suspicion of is there's a hole drilled out here. Oh, possibly right there, see? I think there's a putty here. There was a hole right there. They put a magnet in and they filled it in with wood putty or something like that. And then sanded it and painted it. It's almost seamless. So that's kind of neat how it sucks it in there. Okay, but yeah, I can obviously overcome it. Alright, well, we got those two. Alright, for better contrast, I'm going to put Red Racer number 5 on here. That has some green light wheels on it. For vans, we do have this Macaron van. I have some Hot Wheels Real Riders on that one. And then my incomplete taco truck. These photo etched wheels you can buy for Hot Wheels aren't very good. There's a big space there, and when you put them on, you deform the photo etch piece. So this one is just missing it. So unfortunately, I've ordered some new wheels. Next time I do a video on customizing these things, I'll put some new wheels on that. Here's the Los Angeles ambulance. This actually has a lot of parts. It's actually pretty well done. And then the only other truck I have is this sheriff truck, and this has some sort of Hot Wheels or Majorette wheels on it. So the brand has you covered, from cars, race cars, vans, trucks, pickups, transporters. They have like 2 other types of transporters, and maybe someday I'll pick those up. Okay. Well, I was thinking by collecting such simple toys that they would be more perfect because they're so simple, but that's not the case. These are simple and they're not perfect. Like this one has an overhanging cabin. It's shifted to the side. So, yeah, I'm still going to collect the brand. It's just that, this big giant crack was a big letdown. And so a lot of these problems are so simple for them to fix. I just don't know if they're going to do it. So that's why I have to complain. Hopefully you can spread the word. Maybe email these guys. I've already emailed them. But at the time of me doing this video, there's no response. So I want to email them and try to help them become a better company just by changing to coated paper or putting these into plastic bags to avoid all this abrasion. Alright, well anyways, that's today's video, and we'll see you the next time we get some wooden car toys in.